The very best places in America to photograph nature within the spring. The USA is a sizable country with diverse landscapes. Each season brings its very own beauty to various elements of the nation. Spring is a particularly good time to photograph nature in the US, due to the fact landscapes come to life with new growth and colors. Springtime in the USA is an attractive time of year. The current weather is warming up and the trees and plants are beginning to bloom. This makes for great scenery to photograph. Listed below are 5 great places in America to photograph nature within the springtime. 1. Yosemite National Park in California is an excellent destination to photograph the mountains and waterfalls. 2. The Appalachian Trail in Georgia is an excellent place to photograph the blooming wildflowers. 3. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee is an excellent destination to photograph wildlife. 4. The Grand Canyon in Arizona is one of the most beautiful places in the USA to photograph the landscape. 5. The Presidio in Bay Area is a good location to photograph the Golden Gate Bridge in addition to city national parks. Photographers will find a good amount of beautiful landscapes and wildlife in America's national parks. There's absolutely no question that America's national parks are some of the most beautiful places in the world. With an abundance of stunning landscapes and wildlife, photographers will find plenty to recapture in springtime. Yosemite National Park is an excellent starting point. With its awe-inspiring mountains and rushing waterfalls, you will find countless photo opportunities. The park can be home to black bears, deer, and other wildlife. Another great choice is Yellowstone National Park. This iconic park is known for its geysers, hot springs, and abundant wildlife. Visitors can photograph bison, elk, wolves, and much more in their natural habitats. Grand Canyon National Park is another popular destination for photographers. The canyon's steep cliffs and river views all allow for dramatic photos, although the diverse plant life provides interesting foregrounds. The park can be home to many different wildlife, including the elusive and endangered bighorn sheep. State parks. Additionally, there are many great state parks to photograph nature into the spring. One of the best techniques to take pleasure in the beauty of nature into the spring is by visiting a situation park. State parks offer a number of landscapes and ecosystems to explore, along with a lot of opportunities for wildlife photography. Among the best places to photograph nature when you look at the spring is at a state park. State parks have a variety of different landscapes, which makes it a fantastic destination to photograph nature in all its glory. From rolling hills and vast meadows to dense forests and rushing rivers, state parks have something for everyone. In addition to this, state parks tend to be less crowded than national parks, making it simpler to get those perfect shots without the need to take on other photographers. So if you are looking for someplace beautiful to photograph nature within the spring, be sure to check out the local state park. Local parks. Smaller local parks can also be perfect for photography fans. They often have a lot of different landscapes, including waterfalls as well as other scenic beauty. Many parks even have trails which make it easy to take photos of nature without the need to physically move. Local festivals. If the weather is nice, local festivals may be a great opportunity to photograph nature. Good local festivals often include live music performances and other activities which are perfect for photographers. Photographing nature could be a remarkably beautiful experience. What is important to remember would be to take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the experience. Wildlife refuges. They are perfect for photographing migratory birds as well as other wildlife. Spring could be the perfect time for you to visit certainly one of America's many wildlife refuges. They are specially designated areas where photographers and nature enthusiasts can go to photograph migratory birds and other wildlife. One of the best things about visiting a wildlife refuge and you look at the spring is that there is a high probability you will see baby animals. Many refuges have walking trails that take visitors past ponds, marshes, and woodlands that are all great habitats for wildlife. Some refuges also have visitor centers with exhibits about the area's history and ecology. Spring is also an enjoyable experience for birding. Many birds migrate with their breeding grounds and are also easier to spot this time around of year. In fact, many species of birds begin coming to the breeding sites before they even open in spring. Botanical gardens. Many botanical gardens have stunning gardens which can be ideal for photographing in the spring. Springtime is a wonderful time and energy to visit botanical gardens, as numerous of them have stunning gardens that are perfect for photographing. The Atlanta Botanical Garden, as an example, has a Japanese garden with a waterfall on Koi Pond, in addition to an American garden with beautiful wildflowers. The Brooklyn Botanic Garden is home to a roses garden, cherry trees, and a Shakespeare garden. And the Chicago Botanic Garden has several gardens with various forms of plants, along with a model railroad garden. There are over 1,000 botanical gardens when you look at the U.S., plus they vary greatly in size, location, and purpose. Spring is a great time and energy to photograph nature in the USA.